No, it's fine. Well, I'm back, and you are?
Neil Golden.
Okay, Neil, tell us what you're doing here at the Fort Lauderdale
I'm one
International.
of the filmmakers. I have a film in the festival called Run Stinky Run.
I was reading about that a little bit, yes, and tell everybody a little bit about it.
It's a lot of fun. It's a comedy. It's a full-length feature. And it's a story about a girl whose pheromones go a little crazy.
And where are you from?
Originally, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, and are you here in Florida?
Yes.
Very cool.
I came here to stay for 6 months. I'm here 17 years.
Nice. Well, I'd like to sit down and do a major documentary on you later on with some of my reporters. And what is your website?
My website?
Do you have a website or email or Facebook?
Facebook. I don't have a website. We're too busy making the movie.
That's right. So where do they go on Facebook to look you up?
Run Stinky Run or Neil, Neil, Golin, Golin.
Did you use a lot of local talent for your movie here?
The whole film was done with local talent and a local crew.
Nice.
It was done locally. We shot it primarily out of Palm Beach County and Broward County. And it was an amazing process to get it done.
Can I ask you, a lot of people ask me about screenplays. I just met with a gentleman today. What would you give advice to new guys that have screenplays that want to try to sell it? Do they need an agent? Do they need any advice?
I'll tell you something very interesting. I actually used to live in California in LA. I was part of the film community. I was a reader for the president of Columbia Pictures, and I sold film scripts. Moved here to Florida for 6 months for my mother. 17 years later, I've outlived everybody I knew in California. So now that I have an opportunity to get back into it, there was nobody to talk to. So what I decided to do is get my own film, do it myself. So I wrote a low-budget script, a comedy. When you're doing scripts, and low budget, it's either a comedy or a horror film. Horror's got to be scary, comedy's got to be funny. So we got a good script, I got financed, produced it, directed it, edited it, and all of a sudden we're now going out to the festival circuit. And
That's a blessing, because I was sitting with this gentleman today and he said, Dawn, can you ask some of those questions? And so that's for you, Johnny.
yeah, I'll tell you something. It is very difficult to sell a script these days. There are about 10,000 scripts that are registered with the Guild, and most of the studios are cutting down on the number of scripts they're making. So everybody that's got to get a script, you're going to have to do it independently. And just as actors are being told, if you can get a film which you want to be in, get it financed yourself. Same thing with scriptwriters. If you got something which you think works and you can convince somebody to put the money in, do it. Producing it is not hard. Directing is difficult. Editing is impossible. And I got to tell you, editing is a very, very fattening process, because you're going to sit there for 12, 14 hours a day and nibble.
I gotcha. Well, thank you so very much for your time, and I really appreciate that great advice. Thank you so much for your opportunity. This is such a great, see, that's for you, for the people that are looking for screenplays and some good advice.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.